Hi everyone, so like I left my Roblox screen open and then like it like all of a sudden like it like goes back on, so like it's been on this whole time and then it was lagging when I was loading in. I think it's fine now. But yeah, so I'm finishing leveling up this horse Honeydew. So we're just gonna, level him up. Right now I'm going to be doing random little random stories about like my first little love story and then some other random childhood stories. So this is all my childhood. I am still my childhood. I'm 9, but like early childhood stories. So like not even like right now, just so everyone is clear of what we're doing. So the first thing was like a love story, and this was not even like an exact love story. It's like really like this guy liked me, I didn't like him, and it was just a random moment that we are there. So it was just not like the true love story, but a little bit love. So one time we were at the mall. I hate going to the mall whenever like we're there for like 5 hours. So whenever we were at the mall, my mom was like, she wants to get her hair done and she wants to, do all that stuff. So I was like, okay. And so she needs to go into this salon and my sister is there. So she was, we had to sit and wait for her to get her hair done and, for it to be all like finished. And I was like, okay, let's do this. I was sitting there for a while, and there was this boy across the thing, and he was on his iPad, and like I whispered to Ayla, my sister, and I said like, he smells like poop, and like I think he didn't poop his pants. I think he just smelled like that. I don't know. So. And like I was 6 or 7, and he was like 5 or 6. I'm not sure. If I was 7, then he was probably 6, and if I was 5, he was 4, and if I was 6, he was 5. So I was definitely not 8, because like I do not remember that being at 8. So it was probably like when I was 6. I was definitely 6. So yeah, but so he was like 5, or he was 7. I'm not sure. So he was just on his iPad just waiting for his mom. And I think his mom actually worked there and she was single. So I think she may have just been working there because like, this mom would check on him once in a while and just go in the front counter. So, I think that was what the situation was. But anyways, every like I don't know, like 10 seconds or 20 seconds, he'd scoot further up, like closer to us. And one time he just bro, did my screen freeze? Bro, do not do this. Oh, my screen just keeps freezing. I think it's now low quality because like I left that tab open, my Roblox tab. That's sad. So he keeps going closer until, bro, do not. The screen keeps freezing. Okay. Oh my god. What the hell? Okay, what the heck? This is not fun. Okay, never should have left it open. Okay. So now that he just like was so close, he just kept scooting over until like he scooted over the last time, and he was like, our head was touching and our whole body was touching each other, and I was like uncomfortable. I was not liking the situation, and my sister was like, say hi. I was like, I don't wanna. Why do I have to say hi? So she was like, fine. So I did it for a while, and then he said hello, and I was like, crap, hello, and he was like, blah 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 blah, and so he was playing this game, and I was watching him. It was pretty boring, but I was watching him. It was actually fun to me, but also boring at the same time to me. So like when we were watching this, he goes to another app, and I paused and it's like, wait, go back. It's like, and I was like, what's that app? Don't you have that app? He was like, yeah, I have that app, and like it was TikTok, and we were like 5 or 6, and like it's 13 plus, and I'm not 13 even yet. So we were so young, and he had TikTok already. I was like, and I was like flabbergasted because my mom would not let me have TikTok, and it's still a thing. Like I'm not gonna tell my age, but like I'm like pretty young. I'm not even 13 yet, and she still doesn't let me have TikTok. So I've always thought if a young child has TikTok, then it's considered like an irresponsible thing. But it's a parent's choice. I'm not really gonna talk more about it. I mean, it is their choice if they want their child to be watching TikTok. But my parents, if I did, that would be a very rare thing, because like my mom will let me watch my sister's TikTok if she's watching anything, and let me do Snapchat filters with my sister. I don't have Snapchat, but she'll let me do that with my sister, do little Snapchat filters. She'll let me do that stuff, you know. She'll let me have YouTube, not YouTube Kids, but YouTube, just regular YouTube. So you know, she's a good mom. But like TikTok, it's like there's so much. Like my mom told me that let's say brain rot area, like there's so many inappropriate things, and honestly, I honestly agree with her, because I've seen a lot of documentaries on that. So you know, I'm just not. I was left flabbergasted. I was like, what? What? And you know, we just scroll back to video, and like his mom doesn't check his account, so like we were just sitting there for a while, and finally we're out there, and I'm like, bye. He's like, bye. We hug, and like it was weird because like we were hugging. It was like, oh no, I was out of it. I was not enjoying this experience. Is my pony even gonna be able to jump this? Look. Oh my gosh. My horse is Sigma. Okay. Okay, so anyways, the next story is like the weirdest story. It was at the park, and I was being bullied. Okay. So I know if you're not the greatest with bullying, have like issues about that, and don't want to hear this, and just skip this part, because there's gonna be funny parts. Okay, there's gonna be funny parts, so you know you could just skip this part right here. And like, so anyways, whenever I was at the park, and we are so excited because I love the park still, and this is not even a neighborhood park, this was just a random park. And so I was really excited, and I was at this park. It looked really nice and pretty. And my favorite thing at the park was always going on the slide, and still is. Actually, it's the monkey bars, the rock climbing wall, but it's still a lot. My other favorite stuff I like to do is, you know, the slide. So my favorite thing at the time was the slide, and I went up there, and I was so excited to go up, down the slide, and this boy was like standing in the middle of the slide. I'm like, hi, and he's like, hey, have you ever like touched a cactus, or like got poked by a cactus? You know, have the little cactus, little sticks in them. I was like, no. And inside I was like, why are you asking me this? Why are you asking me this inside? I was like, why? I don't even know why he was asking me this in the first place. Like, if you're gonna like say this, like what is the reason? I do not know the purpose. What is the purpose of asking that? I do not understand. And ooh, a saddle. Okay. And he was like, I was like, No, I have not. Sorry. It was like, well then get out! Like he yelled it. Like he did just say, well get out. Like that. Like boring. He actually like yelled, well get out. And I got scared. I ran down. I got scared. And I bet any other normal kid would be too. Like if they're just saying, well get out. I want to be scared. I'd just be like, I just fly down. But he just yelled it. Like I was like, ah, Jesus. I was like, oh my gosh, it scared me. So, and I just ran down the little stairs to get to the slide. I was not having it. I was not in the mood for being brave today. And I should have just said, like, no, you do not control my life. Isn't that right? I went to my mom, and she's like, honey, don't do this. It's fine. Why did it do that? Like my horse turns like quicker now. So whenever we did this, I just went down. My mom was like, honey, you got to do this. You can do this. So I was like, okay, I will. And so I was, so I went back and I was like, nobody is stopping me today. So I'm like, I'm doing this. I went back up the stairs and he just like stands in front of the stairs. And I'm like, and mom was like, say excuse me. And I was like, I was too scared. He was just standing there. I was like, I was a wimp at this age. I did not want to be associated with any of this. So I was a very, uncomfortable kid at this. I didn't want to be brave and, stick up. So I just went back up. And then so my mom got me up the slide and then I slid down and finally, so we had to go to another park for me. My mom and my sister was like, oh, that's so sad. My sister was a lot of times we're in this. So yeah. But anyways, whenever we were at the other park, I was like, okay, this is cool. This is chill. And a lot of times when I went down some like slides or stuff, it was fine. Everything was going good. But then it just gets weird, guys. This is not. So when I want to go down this huge slide, it looked very fun. I'm like, okay, let's see. And so whenever I'm on the slide, there's like these guards. And it's like a boys' sanctuary, and like these boys were like like how you put your hands behind your back and like kind of like a professional little walk. And yeah, they do that, and then they get out of the way for me. Thank you, gentlemen. And I was like, thank you. And I got nervous when they did it because like, oh, you've already blocked enough crap. So whenever we do this, and I was whenever we did this, there was these guys. They're sitting at the slide, and so I go to one of them. I just picked one. I'm like, hi, and he's like, hey, are you going to go down the slide? I'm like, yeah, I want to go down it. It was like, well, you can't right now because somebody's going up this slide. And I was so confused. I'm like, you're supposed to go up this slide? And I was so confused. I was like, why can't I just go? It was like, because somebody's going up this slide, dummy. And it's like, he didn't actually say dummy, but he's probably thinking that. I know he was. Bro. Okay. So then this boy on the other side of the slide was arguing, like, man, just let her go down the slide. And I'm like, and he's like, no, somebody's going up the slide. No, they all are. And I was like, so I'm like, okay, this guy is defending me. He will obviously let me go up down his slide. I'm like, can I go down your slide? He's like, no. I'm like, well, what's the point of that? Like, if you're gonna let me go up your little slide, I mean down your low slide, keep saying up, down your low slide, and you're defending me, like, why won't you let me? What is the reason? And he didn't even tell me the reason. Like, I didn't ask for a reason, but he never even told me. At least that the other guy told me the reason why I could not even touch the slide. So my mom goes into action. She's like, she's mad. She's like, I have enough of this. I am not experiencing the best things right now. So, obviously she goes into action. She climbs up and is like, what is the problem? And he's like, someone's going up the slide. So my mom goes into action and she's like, hey, if anyone's down there, somebody's going down. And so then she's like, okay, honey, come on. And then I slide, and that. So I was like, I was confused. I did not know. That was a random story. So the next one's going to be fun. Basically, so this story was, there's this, like, my brother's friend, and he has, like, a boy. So one time he had this thing, and we were just, like, watching stuff together, and he watched, like, these, like, he saw this video, and then it was like, I forgot what it was, but it was like something like things where they made the little snack things, and they were fake, they were gummies. And he was watching that. It was, and for you to, just so you know, guys, just so you know, this was not his iPad. This was my iPad. This was my own little iPad. And so it wasn't even his, but you know, that this is fine. This is all great still, okay? Just so you guys know. Should I put on some of these? These are cute. Yeah, I'm gonna just skip them on. Not the salad though, because I don't want to. So, we just kept watching these videos, and then he's like, I want to see your closet. I'm like, no, it's creepy in there. And he's like, there's a creepy thing in there. He's like, okay, well, I still want you to show me. Oh no, I want that back. Hold on. I'm at the tailbows. So whenever we were doing this, he's like, the thing was staring at us. He's like, put it back. I'm like, okay. So then one time we were playing this game called Hello Neighbor. Basically, we have to hide from the neighbor, and he was the neighbor this time. I was hiding, and then ooh, he found me. So then we have to. It gave me like the goosebumps. Like it actually did. And just so you know, whenever I have a boyfriend, not like a boyfriend as in like, you know, dating and like that stuff. When I mean boyfriend, I mean like it's not like we're dating or like anything like that. They're just my friends, and like I only had one. I shouldn't have used to be honest. I had one crush. I only have one boy crush right now, and like it's not even that serious. So I don't really have. I had a crush on this boy, so and we're close friends though. Whenever I have like a boy, a friend that's a boy, we're always close for some reason. Like we get close more than like the girly girls. Actually, that's not true. I mean, the girly girls are very close. We are the closest ever. Except one was a dude. We've been like friends our whole entire life, so it's we're close. So one time, we so one time this is funny. So I was just sitting in my room doing my journal or like my computer or whatever. Actually, I was on my iPad just playing Roblox. And I have Roblox on my computer, but I just downloaded it on my iPad. I was playing. I was having a good time, just vibing, just as usual. And my dad says, "Zara, what is this?" And he was on his phone, and he's like, "Look." I'm like, "Okay." And I look, and it says like something like, "This person, my name's friend," and it didn't actually say my name's friend, it's just my actual name. So I'm not revealing my name, but it's just my name on it, friend. So it was like, "What is this? Is it on your iPad?" And it was like, I was checking. So he checked my iPad, and my text was like, "No, who is this?" And it's like, "Dad, it's probably nothing. It's probably just." And he's like, he was thinking. He was like deep in thought. I was like quiet because like if I disturb him, he's gonna go back into a normal mindset. So it's like thinking. And finally, he's like, "Oh, that's your friend. That's your old friend when you told us." And I remember nothing about this guy. Like, I don't know. So that's the story. And I was like, whew, thank gosh. And so, yeah, that's a good thing. Because if it was just like somebody that was in my account, then like, ugh, that'd be creepy. So, that's kind of like only like stories, and I'm sorry that a lot of them were associated with boys. I did not mean for that to happen. I am very sorry about that, and I'm sorry that I was away camping and stuff. I will have another training time about that. I was gone for 2 days, so you could probably expect me to not be like I'm very tired from the camping trip, so but I will be doing a train time about the camping trip, and I will also be doing a train time, not train time. I will also be doing a spoiler of the mule. So there's a lot of stuff to be coming. I'll also be looking at the mules too. So there's a lot of stuff that you guys will be seeing. Sorry that I have not been posting for 2 weeks. I'm very sorry about that. I deeply apologize. There's stuff that is important in life, and sometimes you need to focus more on that than YouTube. And I'm not saying YouTube's bad. YouTube is great. Thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, very good. It's just that when you be a YouTuber, you're trying to post consistently to the point where you're not unactive, and when you don't advertise and stuff, it's like you really gotta be active. And like for 2 weeks I've been posting. I mean, I'd say it's kind of active, but sometimes when you need to rest, sometimes you're like, okay, I'm just gonna wing it. I'm going to this place with my family. I need a rest for a little while. It's like you kind of need to chill out. And just saying, usually, mostly, and even popular YouTubers, sometimes we just gotta take a little break. We just gotta settle it in. We just gotta, you know, kind of calm ourselves down from everything that is happening. I'm also going to be posting more Roblox videos, so if you guys want to see that, then you can definitely check out some videos. I'm trying to post like the new Strideway update as well, so I'm trying to, as hard as I can, to, you know, see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!